Okay, friends, we are good to go. Let me share my screen and then we can start. Is the screen visible and am I audible to the six of you?
So you're audible and the screen is visible.
Thank you so much. So, thank you guys for taking out your time for this presentation. Uh, this has been a series which we have been doing week after week. Obviously, the plan was to start with the only the Chai Pe Charcha on Fridays, but then my absence for around 3 weeks or so uh, made me do this double duty every week. So let's begin the presentation. So today's topic is actually, obviously, practice management is all related to each other. So we have done a little bit part of this in various topics done before. So today's topic is, say, handling criticism in our clinics or the patient brickbats. Yes, the bouquets are there, of course, mostly, but there we encounter the brickbats as well. But then, why did I keep the topic patient brickbats oblique handling criticism? Because in our clinics, we have criticism from both employees and patients as well. So, being an employer, we have to face this scenario, but then we some of the colleagues are employees as well, working with different employers. So all these come under the heading being discussed for today. So as usual, all my presentations will begin with thanking the Lord Almighty who's given me much more than what I deserve. So this is my brief biodata, you're all aware of it. So this is the topic for webinar number 8 for the MPG for this year. So let's have a look at various topics, various reasons. Of course, again, this is a very vast topic. I've tried to concise a few important points only in this. Yes, the forum is open for discussion after we are through with the presentation. Take about 1 hour or so. So we can discuss other points as well. But what I have done is to try and include the most common points. Yes, there may be any exclusions which would be open for discussion if I have missed any in the course of the presentation. So we all know patient service for us, but for other industries, the word is customer service. It is the, say, great priority in any sphere of any industry which is service related. No wonder the service tax or the GST is also there at the rate of 18%, except for restaurants, which is 5% now. But then customer service, sometimes in some places in India, of course, and mainly in tier 2, tier 3 cities, if I may dare say so, takes a backseat. Whereas it should be higher because it actually helps us to improve our working efficiency. It helps us to say make the customer or make the patient come back to us again. And obviously the positive reviews courtesy the huge potential of the online market. People actually go through the reviews for any kind of purchase, be it a Amazon purchase, be it a movie which is say costing you roughly 200 rupees. Obviously the total with the family comes out to 2000, and again those things are the things of the pre-COVID era. But then people do take reviews for small little things as well, even if they have to buy at Amazon. My daughter sometimes does shopping at Amazon and she says ये मैंने इसलिए खरीदा, इसके 4 पॉजिटिव रिव्यू थे. So the word positive is not entirely negative. For the COVID scenario, it might be a negative thing, but otherwise, the positive reviews are a very, say, begotten or say desired thing, if I may say so. Then we all know that if the patients are happy, if we can say our say equation, our comfort level goes really up, and of course so does the treatment outcome. It really makes a lot of difference if the dentist is working in a say, jovial mood. Jovial not in the say laughable mood only, but without stress. Then obviously if the patient is happy, with the overall experience. So they retain their loyalty to the clinic for the longer term. And obviously, the online reviews, as I mentioned, it means more customers, more patients for us, and obviously the number of the revenue goes up. But ultimately, we have to understand that customer patient retention in our case is extremely important. Otherwise, also, even if it is beyond the topic of criticism, for any say clinic to grow, patient retention is one important aspect. It takes a huge effort and say investment to gain a patient, and it takes hardly a second to lose a patient. And trust me, criticism is a gift. We actually have to learn to take it in our stride, and we need to understand that praise and criticism both are the modes of communication. It is not that somebody is, if he's criticizing, he's saying something derogatory always. You need to really say go beyond the horizon, as I have been discussing in these series, in these different sets of topics, which frankly I have not come across the last week two topics as well, and this topic as well. I have not come across in dentistry. Yes, I've heard too many speakers about criticism in the past, but I've not come across. So that is my endeavor to actually include this sojourn in this topic in the dentistry sojourn as well. So feedback can always be positive if we just look at the other side of the coin. Let's presume you actually enter your clinic in the morning and three patients are already in. We've discussed that. Ideally, that should not be the case scenario. You should be actually there before the patient appointment time. And obviously, there should be a separate gap between the appointments. And again, those situations have to be handled in somewhat different way. But let's presume that this is not the case. One of your patient is an appointed patient. Forget that you are entering late and forget all those other aspects. One of them, the patient who is sitting, is your old patient, and two seem to be new, say, walk-in patients early in the morning. So you greet all the patients, ask the old patient whose appointment is scheduled about his well-being. The patient answers, "I am good, except for the horrible pain in my tooth undergoing treatment with you." Immediately, that negative things spreads on to the two patients, and immediately our greeting mood or greeting smile can, obviously it depends upon individual, can turn into a frown, can turn into a defensive mode, can turn into a scenario where we actually try to take a defensive action, say trying to tell the patient that maybe you are responsible for everything. The mind actually say gives you say zillion solutions in a second sometimes. And obviously we pick up mostly the wrong one when we have to say speak spontaneously. Most of the times we don't think before we speak. Sometimes we all need to understand that no one is perfect, so the patient might not be as well. He might be a say the one who actually blurted out everything, maybe honest, maybe not. Maybe the pain was because of you had told the patient that you are not supposed to eat from this side. The patient didn't bother that about that and continually kept on eating from that side. It led to a pain, maybe. Again, going to the cause is one thing, but then in sometimes defensive mode, dentists blurt out, उस तरफ से खा लिया होगा, मैंने मना तो किया था तुम्हें, in Hindi or English and whatever language. But the tone suddenly changes from greeting tone to a frowning tone, to a tone to justify yourself and pinpoint the mistake. We discussed this in the bargaining in the negotiation session last time. It is not always about pinpointing one's mistake. It is about actually, say, getting a neutral ground. So sometimes, yes, we may also commit mistakes. Sometimes patient will commit mistakes. Sometimes the tooth is not in such a situation that it will come to your control easily. So all those things. But before making any call verbally, the best answer you can give in that to that waiting patient is, "Don't worry, I'm here. We'll have a look and find out the cause and give you relief today." That is one good way of congenial way of responding without pinpointing your high-headedness, without pinpointing patient's mistake, and without reason. ये दांत ऐसे होते ही हैं ऐसे. That is the third option. Just a neutral ground, no problem. You are in a problem. I'm there to help you out. That can be always. But then we need to always understand that the patients will always have an opinion, and we need to respect that, because it is he who is paying us. Whatever is the reason, whatever is the situation, I always consider, you might call me old fashioned, you might call me orthodox, but I consider patient next to God. Because if anyone who is feeding us after God, it is my patient. Again, a personal choice, but that is my opinion. So, as an employee, the criticism can be ours. If we are working as an associate in a practice, we get to listen from our patients, maybe our parallel co-workers or associate staff, sometimes assistant staff also, who is more loyal to the employer, and they are, say, the blue-eyed boys or the blue-eyed girls of the employer, male or female aside, and the peers, of course. So as an employer, if you are the in charge of the clinic, you can listen sometimes from, say, blunt associates, assistant staff, and of course from the patients as well. The patient's word is missing here, sorry. So sometimes people have a tendency to give the most common thing given in India for free key advice. Can be negative, can be positive. People think that they are actually, say, totally expert in that scenario. I've given example in my write-ups also many times, in my sessions also. If India needing a last ball six and Dhoni is on crease and he fails to hit a six, he usually hits it to say 9 out of 10 times. Of course, he'll be visible from tomorrow onwards in IPL. So if he fails to hit a six, people who have not wielded a cricket bat in their lives will have a piece of advice for Dhoni. इसको बॉल को ऐसे खेलना चाहिए था, इसको ऐसे खेलना चाहिए था. They'll always have an opinion. But then we need to know that people who can voice their problems clearly, they are the ones actually a blessing in disguise for us. Because nobody can grow without feedback. Nobody can grow in life without constructive criticism. You can't do all things correct. You can't do all things perfectly. So you need to know where you are going wrong. And that is where the third eye comes into place. Can be staff, can be patients, can be your co-workers, associates, your family, anyone. But then for that, you need to have a space between the two ears so that the point goes in, and your sixth or the seventh or the fifth sense, whichever sense you are relying on in your life. I rely on the sixth sense. It actually gathers that, and your brain intercepts that signal and actually, say, makes it a point or makes a mental note to bring about a change or take action from the immediate next day onwards. And sometimes we actually say that too much of positivity can also kill many things. But then negativity is also required to keep a balance in life. There has to be happy medium. So again, learning to give constructive criticism is an art, that you don't hurt the other person as well, and you make your point clear as well. But then to receive it is a bigger art. Some people just can't hear negativity. They are actually blessed in that ways if they feel so. So then we have to learn the concept from both the sides. Both the sides of the coins are equally important. Giving and receiving constructive criticism. If you are giving someone a freaky advice, be ready to get it from the other person as well. Does not mean that you are actually, say, doing everything correct. So how do you actually respond to a critical colleague or or maybe an employer? So the best possible response will depend upon whether he is a colleague or your employer. And always the time tested advice is consider the source first. Get back to the source first. If the co-worker is doing that or the employer is doing that, तुम लोगों को काम कोई आता है? हमने BDS के टाइम पे ये किया था, हमने इतनी रूट कनाल करी थी. We have to understand the scenario. The scenario has changed. There are more number of colleges, more number of students, and yes, less number of patients. And that is a point which we need to digest properly and not pinpoint to the freshers. If any freshers are working with us, you need to understand that. हम तो क्राउन कटिंग करके निकले थे, इतने मोलर के क्राउन करे थे. तुम लोगों ने तो सिंगल सेटिंग रूट कनाल नहीं करी, तुमने तो एंटीरियर की रूट कनाल नहीं करी. आई हैव सीन many of my friends doing this to their associates. I feel bad, but then I usually avoid giving a freaky advice. I always say my consultation is costly. If you want to consult me, you have to pay something, just in a lighter tone. But then, if your critic's opinion carries weight, if your employer's talk or your criticism, what he's doing to you in your clinic or in your company, as we talk in the generalized manner, then you have that, you will always have something to learn from the experience that he's sharing with you. His tone might be harsh, his tone might be, say, rugged, but uh, otherwise the points he wants to convey might be actually falling within your limits. Then the end result can be an improved strategy. And obviously, if you listen to your employer or if you listen to your co-worker, the your reputation will enhance as a team player, that you actually are pursuing the best interest of a clinic where you're working as an employee. So if you think your employer is wrong and you want to prove a point, be careful that you stick to your guns graciously. Wait for your time to speak. Never launch a personal attack. Convey both the sides of the argument, and then better that you understand his point of view and explain your point of view as well. But then at that point, you should be rational about your judgment, that whether the same holds good or not, whether the same applies to you or not, or whether his opinion was correct or not. So sometimes criticism can be devastating as well. Okay, this was about the employer employee part. Let's discuss it from now, the main topic, the patient criticism points. What can they be? Clinically speaking, let's talk about the clinical. Not getting desired relief, पेन फर्क पड़ गया, लेकिन इट वाज स्टिल अभी 50-60% है, मैं रात सो नहीं पाई, व्हाटएवर. मेरे को तो दांत ठीक लग रहे थे जो आपने लगाए हैं, मेरी फैमिली को बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आया. वो कहते अभी जाके उतरवा के आओ. बाकी सारा कुछ ठीक है, जहां पे आपने इंजेक्शन लगाया था मेरा मुंह नहीं खुल रहा. पता नहीं वो उस दिन आपने कैसा इंजेक्शन लगाया था, मेरे दांतों के बीच में चीक बाइट आ गई, मेरा मुंह सूज गया सारा. It might not be just it might be just an inflammation, might be an after effect of an injection. Sometimes it makes the patient believe that maybe the side is a little bit swollen, maybe 10% swollen as well, but the patients will make a hue and cry about that as well. आपने जो दवाई दी थी उससे मेरा पेट खराब हो गया. Can you believe that I have had a very bad experience of a friend. He is my classmate in school. Obviously, he joined the commerce stream. He still plays cricket with me. His wife, his kids come to me for treatment. He himself as well. His mother came to me once about 10 years back. I got an OPG done. And after the detailed discussion, there was infectious teeth. So I put her on antibiotics first, since she was a diabetic as well. I put her on antibiotics. And obviously, after taking the history, it resulted in loose motions. Trust me, auntie didn't never come back to my clinic, never gave me even a second chance. I asked my friend, क्या हुआ, आंटी आए क्यों नहीं? वो कहते मेरा पेट खराब हो गया, दवाइयां ऐसी दी हैं, इलाज कैसा करेगा? That was the one line, and it actually hurt me a lot. I didn't say make him feel that, but those are the kind of criticism which you haven't actually. You tend to believe that your friend won't be lying, and tell that even he got his treatment done last month. He just met me 2 days back in the ground on Saturday, 3 days back. So just to assume, his whole family otherwise is coming to me even till date for the past 15 plus years. So some people will not give you a second chance, and trust me, even after taking the, say, proper history, if the patient develops loose motions, whose mistake it is? He convey to the patient, but then patients will have an opinion. They will have an opinion. They will form an opinion about each and everything that you do. Then पेन ठीक हो गया लेकिन ठंडा गर्म लग रहा है. इंजेक्शन लगाया था वहां तो मेरा मुंह सूज गया. इंजेक्शन लगाया वहां पे मेरा इतना दर्द कर रहा है, मैं सो नहीं पाया. दांत का दर्द ठीक हो गया, इंजेक्शन का दर्द हो. People might be brash in their say criticism as well. Then आपने बताया तो है नहीं क्या खाना है, किस तरह खाना है, किस तरह खाना है. Here you might be actually wrong. You obviously not deliberately, but you might have missed a few instructions. So these are a few clinical points the patient will criticize you. How you react to these depends on your temperament, and that decides your, say, ability to bear constructive criticism as a clinician. Then the non-clinical ones can be, the waiting time was too good. मैंने फोन किया तो किसी ने फोन उठाया नहीं. स्टाफ वेल बिहेव नहीं है. क्लिनिक इज वेरी मेसी. क्लिनिक इज नॉट वेरी क्लीन. कॉर्नर्स में डस्ट है. टू मच नॉइज. म्यूजिक बहुत ऊंचा लगाया है. सूदिंग म्यूजिक लगाते नहीं हो. कर्टन साफ नहीं है. ब्लाइंड्स ओल्ड फैशन है. क्लिनिक का फ्रंट क्लिनिक जैसा नहीं लगता, घर की लुक आती है. क्लिनिक के बाहर लाइट डिम है, दिखता नहीं है अंधेरे में. देयर कैन बी एन नंबर ऑफ रीजंस, and you actually need to decide which ones to respond, which one not to, which ones to respond in an aggressive controlled manner or a, say, timid meek manner. It is up to you. Of course I'll be giving you a few tips on these things, but then criticism can be varied. Trust me, the non-clinical, if these last four, if you see, curtains are not clean, blinds are old fashioned, front needs to be changed, light outside clinic, these actually might be genuine things which you need to work upon, which is affecting your clinic's visibility, which is affecting your clinic's upkeep, which is actually making the patients believe that your clinic is not up to the mark as you are advertising on your, say, social media, whatever ways of adopting. Then, of course, the third is the online reviews, clinical, non-clinical, online reviews. This feedback can be a mix of both A and B. And again, we'll go back. I've taken the topic patient feedback. आप feedback नहीं लोगे तो patient अपने आप देगा. Some people have a attention catching syndrome. Some people want to be heard. So the best way is to choose a review. So अगर आपने feedback लिया होता तो जो patient is going to make a rant, sorry for using that word, if the patient is going to rant on social media, that would have been directly within the four walls of your clinic. It can be a bad service, it can be a high pricing, it can be a combination of both. Maybe you were too arrogant or ignorant that your staff actually didn't take care of the post-operative part well. Post-operative means the payment, the or the pre-operative, the billing, sorry, the form history taking or other things, and post-payment operative means the billing and payment part. All those things need to be, say, visualized in unison. You need to visualize those things in unison. Just can you please give me a minute? Can you please give me a minute? Sorry, someone was there at the door. So let's discuss from other members. It can be staff criticism points. If apart from the patient, what can be the other points, and what is covered in that? The staff part, the associate, and the assistant. Then usually in this case, the clinical and the non-clinical boundaries are not very blurred, because usually their concerns are perfectly say personal in nature, very rarely professional in nature. I'm not getting a proper salary, I'm not getting proper work, जितना आप काम दे रहे हो पेमेंट उतनी नहीं मिल रही मेरे को. देन कंपटीशन बहुत ज़्यादा है, मेरे को पता नहीं आप अगले महीने मेरे को निकाल दो. सम पीपल कैन बी वोकल एज वेल. देन क्लिनिक में बहुत नेगेटिव एटमॉस्फेयर है, मेरे को काम करने का दिल नहीं करता, मेरे को ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल लगता नहीं है क्लिनिक में, मेरे को आप मास्क तक नहीं देते हो, मेरे को ग्लव्स नहीं पहनने देते हो पेशेंट के साथ. एंड दीज आर रियलिटीज व्हिच आई एम टेलिंग यू, आई हैव सीन एट वेरियस प्लेसेस. और मेरा ब्लड देख के दिल उठ गया, इतने साल हो गए ब्लड देखते, अब मैं नहीं ब्लड के साथ काम कर सकता. शिकायत का कोई फायदा नहीं है, आप तक पहुंचती नहीं है अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो. So all these things, these can be actually due or relevant points as well. They can be personal grievances as well. But then you need to understand that some things of these will be needing a due action from you. If you don't take due action, then actually you are limiting your growth. So patient criticism and staff criticism becomes, or say, goes hand in hand in those cases. Complaints can always be plenty, but then as I said, that many of the individuals are complaining and cribbing by nature. कईयों की आदत होती है रोने की. And but you need to understand that occasional complaint तो रहेगी किसी ना किसी को, because you have so many patients walking in day and out. The only thing is, the patient complaints are equally important as your staff complaints, and how you handle make you a true leader. How to do so? Quick follow-up, open communication, and long-term improvement. How do we achieve that? First, listening to the patient feedback. All these things will be connected. Your first consultation, your communication, your feedback, and you have to show your patient that actually their opinion matters. And for employees, for your staff, the grievances can be endless. Sometimes we say ना, ये जो मर्जी कर लो, ये बंदा खुश हो ही नहीं सकता. This applies to many times some patients as well, but majority of the patients would want that, if again how they were treated ऐसे भी और वैसे भी, treatment wise also, service wise also. Satisfaction. One of the first sessions that I took in August 2020 is there on YouTube, was on patient satisfaction. Patient satisfaction, employee satisfaction, it is actually, you make your best effort, you give it your best shot. Obviously, sometimes results would be favorable, sometimes they won't be. So let's first shortlist the commonest one. As I said, the list can be endless. What can be from the patient point of view? Scheduling difficulties, appointment not given according to the choice, appointments not given according to your schedule. We might be preferring it in our system. Again, I'm talking from the patient point of view. It actually might not be true. Some extraction patient wants a time at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, which is almost the middle of my morning schedule. I will not give it. It is my choice. But then the patient might have a problem that I don't want say 9 o'clock or say 1 o'clock or a 4 p.m. appointment. मुझे बीच का time shoot करता है. Of course, you'll make some way in some schedule that maybe it fits in, but you can't do that to everyone. Again, that is my principle, my way of working. I don't schedule an extraction patient in between. The only thing, you have to convey this thing to the patient politely. What are the reasons for that? Because if the other appointment is scheduled after that, and if the extraction turns surgical or takes undue time, there will be undue splatter, and there will be unnecessary, say, inconvenience to you and for the other patient. So you have to arrive at a common ground. Then disagreement with the staff. आपने कुछ और बोला, आपका असिस्टेंट कुछ और बोल रहा था. Maybe you are actually recruited your staff, associate staff, for discussing the options with the patient. Maybe at some point you are not in sync with each other. he gave a few different options as first and second or third choice to the patient. You actually have different in mind. That actually shows that maybe something is wrong in the equation between the two of you. Then feeling unheard. This is a point I commonly make in the consultation. One patient को सबसे पहली प्रॉब्लम यही होती है कि डॉक्टर ने हमारी बात सुनी ही नहीं. Boils down to the fourth point as well, not getting enough time with the doctor. डॉक्टर मेरे दान में ठंडा लग रहा है, ठंडा पानी पीने से रिलीफ मिल रहा है, वट एवर रीजन, कोई बात नहीं, बैठो बैठो मैं देख लूँ. पेमेंट तो बता देते कितनी लगेगी, मैं उतनी लाई नहीं, कोई बात नहीं बैठो आप, आपने कहीं दूर से आए हो क्या, कोई बात नहीं ले लेंगे, बाद में ले लेंगे. बाद में व्हाट हैपेंस, आंटी 4,000 बनते हैं, आप पुराने पेशेंट हो, आप 3500 दे दो. डॉक्टर साहब इतने पैसे, मैं तो 2,000 लाई थी, आपको बताना तो चाहिए था शुरू करने से पहले. आंटी आपको तो पता ही है, इतना तो पता है, इतना तो लगता ही है. अगेन assumption and presumption on our side, leading to a mismatch. प्रॉब्लम कहाँ थी, पहले स्टेप पे. This can be a part of your first consultation as well. Then waiting too long, not actually judging how much time are you going to take in your sitting, and then you go about that task. Then confusion with payment and billing. So there can be endless reasons, but these 6 are the most common reasons the patients have a grievance with the clinic. And what are the commonest one for employees? Lack of transparency in communication. आपने मेरे को बोला था कि मैं इतने देर कर लूंगा, तो उसके बाद मेरे को आप काम दिया करोगे, आपने तो दिया ही नहीं. आप कभी कभी मेरे को सड़ी सी स्केलिंग दे देते हो. ट्रस्ट मी, दे कॉल द स्केलिंग एज सड़ी सी स्केलिंग, नॉट इवन ओरल प्रोफाइल एक्सेस. दिस हैपेंस. देन एक्सेसिव वर्कलोड कैन बी फ्रॉम असिस्टेंट एज वेल. 5,000 में आप मेरी जान ले रहे हो, 5,000 देते हो महीने का, आपको लगता है आपने मेरे को खरीद लिया. दे माइट नॉट से इट, but these are the actual the complaint. Their way of conveying might be different. Because if the employee says it in this sense, the answer is बहुत जुबान खुल गई तेरी, नहीं काम करना कहीं और जाके कर लो, दफा हो जाए यहाँ से. Again, the clash of opinions. Then working conditions going from bad to worse. COVID times actually made us realize that yes, our staff was also sometimes undervalued in terms of patient care or precautions to be taken. Yes, luckily for many of the clinics, COVID turned as a blessing in disguise. There are so many positives from COVID. Of course, there are negatives as well. Again, from this, we had taken a session in the year end 2020, December 2020 webinar, takeaways from the COVID-19. But then it actually made many of the say clinicians realize that actually staff's safety is equally important, be it from the say protective equipment point of view, be it from the headgear, say headgear, or maybe from the masks, or maybe from other protections or other precautions that you're going to take. Then income and incentive not good. This actually should be the first one. This is the most common grievance or the criticism that we actually face. The grievances, the criticism can usually come across to us in the form of complaints. And we sometimes feel that मैंने क्या यहाँ पे grievance redressal bureau खोला हुआ है. But then yes, if you are the in charge of your clinic, yes, you have to handle those things as well. Unfortunately, we are not taught these things about dispute management, about conflict resolution, all these things. These are part of management. I'm lucky to have studied them many a times. But these are the things which we actually need to know, how conflict and how egos actually encounter each other. Then insufficient growth opportunities, commonest one of the most commonest problems as well. Then we need to bridge the gap between the complaint and between the solution, so that the grievance is reduced. We cannot fulfill 100% expectations every time. Some patient says your clinic front gives the look of a house. This was one of the most common grievance of my patients with my clinic, the new one. It underwent a facelift in 2019. In 2019, yes, the pre-COVID year. But then we need to realize certain things. The patient says bahar se sara change kar do. It is sometimes not practically possible. Changing the whole facade, there are a lot of corporation troubles, there are a lot of other issues involved apart from the money part and the time part. And then when the work is going on, the entry to the clinic is restricted, many things. But yes, the patients gave me that feedback that was at the corner of my mind. When the residence portion had to be enlarged, I actually made sure that the clinic facade was changed as well. Came in the 20th year of my life, in the 17th year of my new clinic, but then fine. Because many a times we need to understand that what is logical and what is practical. So how can we respond if somebody criticizes us at work? Can be patient, can be staff, can be, again, criticism does not mean कोई आएगा हमारी बुराई कर देगा. Sometimes we ask for it. Sometimes they say it in a way that we actually know that they are complaining about it. But then this is one of the hardest parts, to maintain yourself in a good mood and still be able to give your 100% to your patient. You need to have separate compartments in your brain for that. There was a time in my life I used to get very agitated upon listening to any kind of criticism. मेरा सारा दिन मूड खराब रहता था. And uh, in that way, my patients used to suffer as well. I won't deny that. It happens to all of us. But then many things have changed. Anger management is much better. The conflict resolution part is much better. The understanding of the management of the clinic is much better in today's times. So you are lucky that you're getting to hear this thing, because I've learned this a very hard way. So because when we perform, when we work hard for a procedure, for a process, we don't want to, हमारा एक ही जवाब होता है एक ही लाइन में, तारीफ नहीं कर सकते तो कम से कम बुराई तो मत करो. Our mummies, our wives, our say sisters, our ladies members who are doing the cooking in the family, they get to hear this thing very often. आज दाल कच्ची है, आज रोटी जल गई है, आज सब्जी में नमक कम है. The reply is, because again they have worked hard for it. They have worked say sweating around without the fan in the kitchen, making the dinner or the lunch, and rather than say positivity, they get to hear this negativity. So their response is तारीफ नहीं कर सकते, कम से कम बुराई तो मत करो. And the man replies, अब बंदा सच भी ना बोले, तुम खुद खाओगी तो तुम्हें पता नहीं लग जाएगा कि ऐसा है. Just to say, give you an example. But then we need to understand both the parties. There is a way to convey. तुम्हारी सब्जी रोज अच्छी होती है, आज मेरे को लगता है तुम कहीं बात बुत कर रही थी इसलिए तुम्हारा नमक नमक कम रह गया. या जिसने सुना है, हाउ टू रिस्पॉन्ड. रोज तो अच्छी होती है, अब आज मेरी गलती है, रह गई होगी, आई एम सॉरी फॉर इट. दैट्स इट. बोथ द सेयर एंड द लिसनर हैव टू अडॉप्ट. ताली दो हाथ से ही बजेगी. इट विल नेवर बी वन वे. The males feel that they are superior. It's not. Biologically, females are always superior. So why this high-headedness? Just to give you an example in this sojourn. So the same scenario applies in your clinic as well. If you're working with the associate, yes, the age difference is there, the experience difference is there. But if you both are graduates or postgraduates, you have the same education. You need to respect that. How can you deal with this relationship? The employer and the employee part. The number one part. Whenever the scenario happens, take a deep breath. Immediately जो मन में आया वो नहीं बोलना है. Always try that you let the other person know your side of the story rather than making a biting comment. And all this conversation, if it makes the tone rise higher, it is going to say further deepen the conflict or say your problem. It is not going to improve in any way. The tone of the voice has to be modulated in a very controlled manner. Some people don't have a control over it, but you have to be very conscious. All is well, all is well. Three Idiots type. Your way, you can do it anyway. Then listen carefully. I gave you a few pointers. The most common employee points, patient points, clinical, non-clinical, online, all these things. All criticism actually might not be bad. The only thing is tone decides what made the comment that bad. दाल ठीक नहीं बनती तुमसे कच्ची छोड़ी हुई है. The tone is bad. The reverse scenario I gave you, रोज तो तुमसे अच्छी बनती, आज लगता है कहीं गलती हो गई. सुनने वाले ने भी similarly responded as I told you. But then, if something bad is being told to you, you need to understand why is this happening. You need to really value the person who gives you feedback because he's taking out time to appreciate that. And I'm not talking about the family here. Family की बात तो opinion होती है. If somebody third person can be staff, technically in those manners, maybe staff might be a part of your family, but technically they are actually third persons in that sense. Or for that matter, your patients. If they are taking out time to explain you certain things, you need to understand that yes, they actually care for you and your clinic. And those two words, caring for you and caring for your clinic, इस कलयुग नहीं है, कलयुग 2.0 चल रहा है. मैं तो यही बोलता हूँ. कलयुग 2.0 में if somebody is doing that, value the person. So if an employer says that that has to do with patients safety or satisfaction and you messed up as an employee, so this is an opportunity to actually listen to it and do your job better and take the same in your stride, and so that you don't feel negative about what is being said to you. Then be cordial. Keep your tone steady even while you're talking. I told you voice modulation is one of the important things in anger management and criticism. And of course, the grandfather of them all, communication skills. So don't actually try to pull others into conversation. मेरे को ऐसे बोला, उसके साथ ऐसे हुआ तो उसको ऐसे बोला था. You know, it is between the two of you. Handle that ways. But yes, if it has been a team process and the entire blame is falling upon you, then you need to think a way to present your information. If you have nothing to speak, speak nothing. But if you don't have the required ammunition to speak, wait for the opportune time. Buy some time, maybe 24 hours, 12 hours, whatever time, and make sure you get either by that time or before that time to arrive at a solution. And then reflect honestly. That is where the role of me time comes into importance. Sometimes the staff, यार ये डॉक्टर के साथ काम कराना बड़ा मुश्किल है, इतना गंद डालता है ना, पीछे खड़ा रहा, इसका तो पेशेंट 15 मिनट का होता तो 30 मिनट तो मेरे को सफाई में लग जाते. I encountered this situation when I was working in GTB hospital, 98, 99, 2000. One of the colleagues had this habit of leaving the entire chamber. We had 4 chambers in the general OPD, one in the private chamber in the HOD call. And the staff was always upset with that guy. So I made it a note that I am not going to do this thing when I'm working in my private practice. So these are the things actually you learn from others' experience, others' mistakes. It is practically free. हर गलती खुद करके देखने के लिए ये लाइफ बहुत छोटी है. Then is the next associate or assistant feeling overwhelmed कि कितना मेरे को काम दे दिया, दूसरे डॉक्टर से काम कराऊंगी, मैंने इनके साथ काम नहीं कराना या कराना, whatever, male or female, whatever. Then if the criticism is actually, if you believe it is partly true, don't try to justify it. Step back and assess. That is what I say. अगर तो बिल्कुल गलत है ना तो आप डिनाई कीजिए, but then in a different tone. But yes, if it is partly correct, ये चीज ठीक है, ये ठीक नहीं है, go back and assess. That partly true might say convert into majorly true. What you felt 20% correct was there at the start might turn out to be 80% true at the end. Use your me time. Assess what role are you playing in this scenario. एंड क्यों किसी ने आपकी गलती ही निकाली? ये आपके साथ ही क्यों होता है कि सिर्फ हर बार आपकी गलती निकलती है? Probably you have a problem. Probably you have a shortcoming. Probably you're committing a mistake. Unless you improve, unless you know that mistake, which somebody, you're fortunate enough that somebody is telling you, you have to look back, assess, improve that. If you commit that, improve that, you will not be pinpointed. Then ranting sometimes. एक गलती ठीक करो, दूसरी गलती निकाल देते हैं. That is human nature. So look out always that what can be done by you to correct the problem. Then work on a solution. If there is a problem at your end, it is you who has to figure out how to make things better. You can take opinions, you can consult friends, you can consult your employer, you can consult your co-workers, but then the best thing is to own up the responsibility. As they say in Australian language, take it on your chin, own it up, step up and accept the responsibility. Yes, because of my this action, this say result has happened, which might be wrong. And when you don't say overreact to criticism and don't try to shift the blame, the respect for you increases. Acceptance of mistake is one step moved ahead in the step ladder of success. That is what I believe. Then keep it quiet. दिल तो अंदर से कर रहा होता है, जो सामने से बुराई करे उसका मुंह तोड़ दूं. We can't do that sometimes. तो वैसे भी अगर तोड़ भी दिया तो सेक्शन 336 सेक्शन 337 लगेगा, causing hurt and causing grievous hurt. चलो, jokes apart, yes, the sections are correct of course, but especially you have to resist that urge in those things. Be positive, have a professional attitude, and don't always be a say winning horse, winning WHINING, or a cribbing and a complaining say baby, cry baby as we call them. Then keep an eye for the future. People actually will remember that if you criticize someone, how that person reacts, that is the first remembrance. ना भाई उसको नहीं बोलना, वो तो सुन ही नहीं सकता कुछ भी, कैसे खाने को पड़ता है अपने को वापस. And the same, presume that in husband wife scenario, the son and the father, or the daughter and the father are sitting, the daughter or the son says, पापा दाल कच्ची नहीं है कुछ आज, तू रहने दे, तेरी माँ को बोला मेरे को खाने को दौड़ेगी. For example, you know it. Even if you speak in a cordial way, the other person is not going to accept it. But then you remember that people will not remember the mistake you made. We all make mistakes, but they will surely remember how you reacted to it. Remember this one point. They will never remember your mistakes years down the line, but they will remember always how you reacted or overreacted to it. And life comes a full circle. कभी आप ऊपर, कभी वो नीचे, कभी आप अपने employer के boss बन जाओ. You never know. How they perceive your action can have a lasting impact on your career. So keep an eye on the future as well. And then final thing always is, you don't keep on clinging on to your past. I have given you examples in the medical legal scenarios as well. Some patient comes on with a history कि ये मेरे ऐसे ऐसे मेरे साथ गलत हुआ है. My first question is, what do you want? मेरे को इस दांत को ठीक कराना है. Number one rule, we shall not discuss the past. Just give me a history, what has been done or the record. I will not even ask you the name of the dentist. That is my rule, number one. Number two, नहीं उसने गलत किया, मेरे को लिख के दो. Sorry boss, you are at the wrong place. The door is that way. I don't write against or say speak against colleagues, irrespective of whether it is wrong or right. So we all need to understand we are human beings. We are not perfect. We will make mistakes, but some people will judge some mistakes harshly, some fairly. But then improvement is the only way. We need to continually improve each day. If the criticism was unfair and biting, you need to understand the criticism when the shoe is on the other foot. कहने का मतलब है दूसरे के जूते में जाके देखो. when you realize that what made the other person say it. If the criticism is right on target, make those desired changes and don't let that criticism stop your future growth. Learn from the experience, take responsibility, and keep moving forward. That is the only way. So, what about this? Was the employee and the employer part, how to deal with the criticism. What if the patient does that? It all begins with the feedback, which I've been say, even I have been crying over cry baby to make you or motivate you to go for the feedback always. Because अगर आप feedback नहीं लोगे तो वापस तो आपके पास आना ही आना है. Maybe in the form of criticism. कई पेशेंट जेन्युइनली तारीफ करेंगे, वाह डॉक्टर साहब बड़ी नई मशीन लगाई है, पेन ही नहीं हुआ, ये पहले तो नहीं थी मशीन. जी जी जी, ये रोटरी रूट कनाल है, इस ये सिस्टम पहले यूज नहीं करते थे, पहले मैनुअल करते थे. Obviously, the machine is not going to make much of difference in many scenarios, but the patient's way of appreciation is different. Negativity comes free of cost. बुराई हमसे सारा दिन करवा लो किसी ना किसी की. Bitching is common to every human being. We all like to talk behind the back. Majority of us, if not all. As I said before, we need to remember that criticism and praise दोनों positively लेने हैं, because both are the forms of communication only. हर वक्त मीठा खाओगे तो डायबिटीज होगा, कभी ना कभी तो साथ में बैलेंस करने के लिए आंवला भी खाना पड़ेगा. You need to realize those two things, because unless criticism and praise are balanced, you will have a veil or a mask over it. वाह, वो घोड़े के लगे होते हैं, वो ऐसे की बजाय ऐसे हो जाते हैं, सही जा रहे हैं, without realizing that there might be a pit which we might fall into, and criticism might actually save us from falling into that pit. So that is the thing we need to realize. Problem यही है कि हम में से कोई भी नहीं, majority of us like to hear criticism. But then, as I said, this is the only way. It is the first step to actually make you grow further. And it actually appreciate that someone has taken out time to point out your area of concern, because we are not trained in customer service or patient service, dispute resolution, conflict management, patient communication in our colleges. I was lucky enough to say study these topics at least 5 times, 3 times in my MBA and 2 times in my different management courses, minimum 5, maybe more. So these things are part of my system now, majority of them. But then we need to understand that these things are equally important in our professional life. So what are the ways? I've given you 8 ways in the employee employer. I'm going to give you a few ways in your patient feedback part as well. Change your mindset. Instead of dreading criticism, हम लोग feedback क्यों नहीं लेते हैं? सबसे पहला reason, I mentioned that before also, सबसे पहला reason कि patient कुछ negative लिख देगा. We are actually not say strong enough mentally to listen to criticism. See it as an opportunity. Convert your criticism into an opportunity, and that is the way how you can correct your problems in your practice. It can be hard to accept sometimes, but then it can actually improve your say SOPs or your processes to grow your practice. Unless you do that, trust me my friends, you can't grow. Then keep calm. इस नाम की बहुत सारे वॉलपेपर्स टी शर्ट्स बन चुकी हैं. This is the most common phrase in the recent times. Keep calm, I am there. So for criticism, this phrase is actually perfect. Patient is unhappy or dissatisfied, he has all the reason to do so, because he's paid you. But then it does not mean it actually say dwells on you as well. It passes on to you and your staff as well. It actually I will narrate a situation, a very embarrassing situation. I've told one time before as well, long time back. I was in my practice, I think 2004 or 5. I had one staff member at that time. So a patient walked in. He was kind of a crybaby patient. Just root canal open करा हुआ था, pain था. Used to do multi-sitting root canals in those times, majority of them. So there was pain. The patient came for second sitting, third sitting. नहीं अभी मेरे को pain है. Till the pain is not cured, I'm not going to take the another sitting. But fine, no problem. We used to check it out. We used to declude the tooth at that time. Maybe do a little bit of, there was a perio-deletion as well, so do maybe a bit of curettage and irrigation as well. Didn't touch the inside of the tooth. But then such third appointment, and I was actually frustrated. Again, that was my pre-MBA era. I'm talking. So the patient walked in from the my operatory and went into the waiting area where he was changing the shoes and putting it on. And I don't know, I felt that a lot of time had elapsed, and I actually called my assistant who was standing in waiting. I said, कुछ patients को आदत होती है लहू पीने की. I used exactly these words, believing that the patient had already gone because it was almost maybe 1.5, 2 minutes, and maximum a person takes around 20 to 30 seconds to wear the shoes and go away. And trust me, the moment I said this, blurted it out, the patient walked from the side L of my clinic where the waiting area was there, where he was wearing the shoes, much to my embarrassment, and walked off. Never came back into my clinic again. I tried to cover it up when I saw the patient. Mrs. Luthra के बारे में कह रहा हूँ. Obviously, the writing was clear to the patient what I had said. So this is the way actually we respond sometimes. So if you're getting upset or taking it personally, it won't help. Try to be in the patient's shoes and see if the patient genuinely has a discomfort. So remain gracious, remain calm and professional so that you can help out your patients better. And for that one patient, you don't spoil your other number of patients you're attending to in the day. Then be thankful. As I said, appreciate it. Thank the person for the time and insight, because we can't grow without feedback. If you remember, my second last or third last slide is always, please give your valuable feedback in the group. Bookers and brickbats both welcome in equal measure. And trust me, I'm using this slide since 2007 when I started lecturing first. I always encourage feedback. And that is what it is, the other side of the coin. That is what criticism is, feedback. I never say, please मेरे को बताइए मैंने क्या अच्छा किया. I always want to listen to the negatives. Yes, there might be a lot of negatives in me as well. Remember, if, as I said, those two golden words, somebody cared for you and your clinic, wants the best for you and your clinic, otherwise they wouldn't have said a word. So they are actually giving you valuable information free of cost. And you have an opportunity to turn that situation around or to change those things. So people, remember, लोगों के पास जरिए बहुत है. If they're saying to you, accept it. वरना उनके पास फेसबुक है, लिंक्डइन है, ट्विटर है, बहुत कुछ है. You know that. Google reviews हैं. This doctor is really bad. It'll take only a second for them to do that. As I said, Facebook, Twitter, email, Google reviews, whatever. The fact that they took their time, they should be respected, appreciated, and acknowledged. Then again, the common point between the employee and the employer, listen, have space, don't try to multitask. Communication के time पे बोलते हो ना, eye contact रखिए, बराबर level पे बैठिए, don't fiddle with your phone, don't talk to your assistant, don't look here and there, look eye to eye contact, or mentally try to prepare a rebuttal. नहीं नहीं नहीं, इसको तो deny करना ही करना है. कोई मीडिया कॉन्फ्रेंस, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस नहीं हो रही है कि आपने जो बोला कि उसको डिनाई करना है. Sometimes you might be actually surprised about the insights that you receive if you are truly listening, if you're really, say, ready to implement. And trust me, there are small changes and the patient comes next time, he'll actually appreciate it, that his opinion is valued for in your practice. Then ask questions. If the patient has a negative feedback, ask questions. Like as you take history, dig a little bit more. Don't go on denial. नहीं ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता, मेरा स्टाफ ऐसा कर ही नहीं सकता. Siding your staff is one thing, but denying your patient an opportunity to present his side is another thing. Remember, अगर आप किसी की जगह पे काम कर रहे हो, let's suppose as an employee, and you are not going to, or you're not given a chance to present your side of the story, whose fault is it? You need to understand that. So ask questions to clarify, to get to the root of the issue. Once you feel that you understand, determine your response. And if you feel that the patient will have a solution as well, ask them for an option. Ask them for a solution. There is no harm in asking for that. Then resolve the problem. That should be the end result of every conflict management or conflict resolution. Best solution according to your ability. 100% we will never be able to achieve, but an open and honest effort to turn around. If appropriate, if the patient is appropriate, obviously apologize for the mistake. But make sure you don't apologize for, say, your negligence directly. Rakesh ji will take up queries in the end, please.
नहीं सर, बीच में आवाज कट रही सर.
Sorry?
Sentence is getting muted in between, sir.
Is anyone else also facing this problem?
Yes, sir, me too.
Yes, sir, quite a bit.
सर वो शायद आपका इंटरनेट की वजह से बीच में थोड़ा थोड़ा पॉज आ रहा था.
Yeah, not at this moment, but sometime there.
Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Reset the system. I hope it'll be better now. So make sure you apologize for your mistake. The sentence should start with that only. Making the patient say very convenient about what you are actually going to get. But if it is a negligence and if you know it, please don't apologize directly. You need to understand your professional indemnity and your, say, legal concerns before you go about that part. That is a different scenario, how to deal with this kind of situation. So then document. If the problem is about the patient care, the resolution and the documentation is there and has to be there in your records. Because if it is not documented, it did not happen. That is for sure. What is in black and blue will surely be a, say, reference point to look back, and you can discuss with your staff and improvise your SOPs so that same problem does not happen again. And of course, the problem doesn't end here. Follow up. Once the issue has been addressed, don't assume it was resolved to the patient's satisfaction just because you made an honest attempt. Do follow up, and if needed, if you can do something more, you can go as well. Hanji Rakesh ji. Any problem still?
सर जी फिर से हो रहा है वो बीच में आवाज कट रही. हाँ, यस सर.
अभी तो रीसेट कर दिया मैंने वैसे. Never mind. So this was all about offline criticisms. Staff, employee, employer, patient, dentist. What about the online criticism? A bad Google review or any other social media site. So I always say, as I said, convert the patient criticism into an opportunity. How? Let's see that. Worst doctor on the planet, 1 star. Doesn't care about his patients. Arrogant excuse for a doctor. All he cares about is the paycheck. I can't call him a doctor. He actually injured my back worse than his capacity. Then do whatever you can, go to somewhere else. All these medical reviews. These seem to be pretty harsh. But then the daily, we all face a lot of challenges in healthcare in digital space. There are many studies which I have quoted here. 77% of the consumers say they use online reviews as their first step in finding a new physician. And during those research, sorry, during those research, 14% said that they will not consider, or they will consider only the ones with 1 or 2 star rating. So what about dentistry? जी राकेश जी, दोबारा आ रही है प्रॉब्लम?
नहीं सर, अभी तो परफेक्ट है एकदम.
Okay. Let's see what can be the dental feedback. This place is a scam. The guys told me I had a bunch of cavities, but I went to another practice and told me I had no cavities and was a low risk patient. I've been going to dentist for years and getting a cleaning every 6 months faithfully. I've never had a cavity in my life, have my teeth, including my wisdom teeth. This was my first visit and I was in chair for 2 hours for just a cleaning. I left and had a terrible headache. I'll never go back to this office again. This dental practice sucks. Terrible service. 1 star. Unfortunately, there's no say option less than 1 star. Otherwise, these guys could have given lesser than that as well. So then online reviews surely are a big deal in today's times, especially in tier 1 cities. Another study said that 90% of the people who actually buy online admitted that their decisions are influenced by positive reviews. And 86% said that their decisions are impacted by negative reviews. So how does that affect a business, medical, or a dental clinic? Another study, a business will lose 22% of potential customers from one negative online review. 1/4 of your traffic, potential traffic from one negative review. Then 2 negative can double the loss, 50%, close to 50%. 4 or more, and you're likely to lose 70% of your potential customers. This is not the data by me. These are done by various studies by various agencies. These are all available online. So the answer is always turn your criticism into an opportunity. How? Be proactive in protecting your brand. The problem here, the bigger problem here is the dentists are not aware of their brand only. They actually need to know that when the branding happens, the branding has to be protected as well. Because once the brand is built up, it actually becomes, say, prone to so many pitfalls. And when negative reviews are appearing online, do not ignore them. Always take it as an opportunity to show your patient that you care. And what are the few ways? I'll give you 4 ways for that. Invest in reputation management, as they say. What is actually that? People actually don't track their online reviews. The improved SEO, search engine optimization. Of course, many things, many dynamics have changed in the cases of websites these days. But then frequently updated, relevant, and uniquely worded content is always, say, prioritized by Google even still today. So that means both your online reviews, good and bad, can also improve your search results. So encourage your patients to share their experience online and be engaged with the response. If you are not very confident, take a dummy mode or a trial mode as a feedback in your clinic first, and then tell them to share over there. You can use the same in your clinic as well, on your tab, on your say system, on your phone. Tell the patient to give a testimonial live there and then only. Because it is a great way to be, say, counted as a creditable dentist. Lot of negative reviews will be there, but how you say attend to that, how you attract to, or say how you protect against that will be your, say, biggest key to success. Another study, say 85% of users trust online reviews as good as the word of mouth recommendations. So isn't that a huge figure? Then again, mostly for tier 1 and partly tier 2 cities I'm talking. By welcoming feedback, we are actually building a trustworthy and credible brand as well. And online reviews always will matter. And if the patients leave their review, it actually will, the more number of positive reviews will improve any negative reviews as well that you receive. The next important point in this is, out of those 4, is determine whether the response needs to be public or private. The patient will use a public platform and an online platform to vent out his frustration. The first thing is, if you feel that whatever it is, you need to look at the various service care industries. They actually start, we are हमें खेद है कि आपको ये सहन करना पड़ा, हम माफी चाहते हैं इसके लिए. Those are the stereotypical lines. Any train is late by even 10 minutes, यात्रीगण कृपया ध्यान दें, ये ट्रेन ले चले, हम देरी के लिए माफी चाहते हैं, हमें खेद है. So these are the things you need to do. A public apology does not hurt as at all. And when you are actually, you need to realize that if somebody is a potential customer, he is actually reading all the comments, what replies you have given as well. We all can fall to victim to many critics. Parking was bad, clinic was hard to find, waiting room was too noisy. Again, a public apology in such cases, those things which can be corrected, and a reassurance that your patient experience can be a better one next time. And we need to understand that. But then if you are having a database, you can actually cross check. Recently, two of the colleagues contacted me. There a lot of negative reviews had been placed on Google, and they had good amount of record keeping, and they made sure that thorough record checking, that those negative reviewers were not their patients. So obviously I helped them in drafting replies, and ultimately those reviews were taken off by Facebook. Slow and say tedious process, involves multiple communication, but you need to be patient. But then if you tender a public apology, it does not actually say belittle your reputation in any way. It is actually important to convey to your potential customers that you deliver excellent patient care, you welcome feedback, and you are willing to discuss what happened or what went wrong. Then obviously the solution should be conversation, the conversation should be solution oriented. Always look out the patient record. Again, that makes record keeping more important. And look it out from the patient's perspective. Put your office to test. How was the patient greeted? ये problem क्यों आई है? All those rehearsals have to be done again. Say repeat of the process. Talk out of their staff. Was the personal information or history taken? How was the exchange between the associate dentist and the patient? Why did the patient leave feeling frustrated? If possible, encourage the patient to describe the experience to uncover the breakdown, where actually the pitfall was. If the say your ends were covered completely, sometimes patient may feel offended just if they are say not preferred over another patient. Then ask the patient. Again, as I said, you can ask the patient for the solution as well, that what you and your staff can do better. Many patients have this urge who actually have a negative review, that they want to feel heard. ये हमारी बात सुनी गई, and they actually can gain insight and grow from this feedback as well. So that is the reason I ask you always to give me a feedback, to give feedback to others as well. Ask your patients for your feedback for your practice also, because that gives patients a lot of time to ask their queries. And yes, their all myths were dispelled, their queries were answered. You and the patient were on a common ground to start the treatment. That is usually the first principle for any say treatment part. So don't ask the patient कि आप पहले negative review remove करो तो हम solution देंगे. As I said, you put a reply to show your concern, and then patients putting a reply like, yes, my problem was attended to very nicely. That actually gives you more numbers rather than the negative review being taken out. If the patient himself volunteered to do that, ask the patient whatever you feel better according to the situation, or maybe a follow-up or a good testimonial in the follow-up replies, rather than removing that reply, because removing that negative review, because that will be actually more beneficial for you. Then do reporting for extreme cases. Fake reviews will happen, they continue to happen. So safeguarding online reputation is equally good. But then you need to have record keeping as well. If you believe that your patients are, those are not your patients, but maybe your competitor, maybe someone aggrieved patient, his relative, whatever, you can demand the social media site to remove the post. But then sometimes some efforts cannot be resolved even without after involving. And if the reviews are not removed, you can take a legal advice as well. But remember, this process is tedious and slow, and even working with the online platform, that can be slow. For quicker results, the better it is that you actually concentrate more on the patient care and the leverage that can give you a positive feedback. And trust me, online patient reviews can literally change the way customers can view your practice. And reputation management helps as well. Say, go into those tasks where you can actually improve your customer relations online as well. So, summary for today: how to handle patient complaints: listen, acknowledge, take action, follow up. So we call it the LAF principle, LAAF: listen, acknowledge, action, and follow up. So this is the best way to say handle patient complaints. And the best way is to look at the shortcomings of yours and others, sorry. As I said, learning from other experience is cheaper, rather free, and so that you can improve your services based on that. I've given you examples of so many colleagues doing wrong things. I have visited, most of them are my friends. I make it a point that I don't do the same mistake in my practice. I might be making new types of mistakes, but I'm not making the ones which are happening in their clinics. And we actually are the best ones to judge that which things we are doing wrong and which things we are doing correct. So proactively address all the patient complaints, all the criticism that you come across. Only required is a renewed commitment to patient satisfaction, a useful handful of tools like first consultation, anger management. All these things I've already taken up. You have those videos on YouTube. You can visit them. These can actually differentiate your clinic or organization and actually improve your patient retention. Ultimate aim in these exercises is that only. So why or how patients react to the quality of service? Word of mouth, 95%, 87% share good experiences, 95% share bad. On social networks, 30% people share positive reviews, 45% share negative reviews. This is the source, is the Zendesk for this. So criticism at work can be difficult to deal, but it can be a gift as well. Without constructive criticism, you can't boost your performance, and the choice is how to handle the negative side of yours, which looks at those aspects negatively. So thank you so much for a patient hearing. I overshot by 15 minutes or so. So this is my contact. You can get in touch with me. You already are. So YouTube channel, you all are aware of it. Most of these videos are on YouTube. Monthly column of Idea Times as well. So my social media presence by my name only. So again, the saransh of all this: do send me your valuable feedback. Bouquets and brickbats, both would be welcome in equal measure. Do send that in the WhatsApp group. So thank you so much, and I stop my share for any queries or any discussions or any topics I've left. I've tried to cover many by even slightly overshooting the time. But yes, if there are any points to be discussed, any problems, I'll be very happy to take them. Sorry for the audio disturbance. Some things are not in your control. All my devices are off currently. Only even my phone is not on currently. So, but still, there was network issues. I duly apologize for it. Hope it does not happen next time. One of the principles I just taught you: always apologize whenever you feel, even if the factors are not in your control. If you can improve those factors next time, do take a try. I usually reset my modem before all my webinars. I forgot to do it today. Probably that might be the reason. So no harm in accepting where I might have been wrong. Thank you so much. Please discuss your points, or anyone wants to voice any opinion or wants to say anything or wants to ask anything.
Sir, I have one query, sir.
Sure.
Actually, sir, I have changed 3 locations of my clinic. The Google location shifted on other. If I give the fixed or some shift on another. Location is another and clinic on another location. We are facing very difficult problem, difficulty in Google postcard also got 3 times this I didn't get. Where Google want verification code. You have some idea, sir, regarding this
You didn't get the verification code on your cell phone?
verification code?
Is the cell number correct?
Yes, sir.
Do try it in the, say, daytime when the network is good. Usually these
Okay.
things happen because of the bad network. And usually they'll
Okay.
correct these things within, say, a week's time. Whenever you lodge your, say, address verification thing, they usually correct maximum within a week's time.
I am facing for 3-4 months.
Because my location was also changed twice. There was a wrong map inserted in that. I got it done in both the times in less than a week. If you didn't
Okay.
receive the OTP, might be a network issue. Because unless you put in the code, Google can't be sure that it is actually you. Just check out the number also if the number is correctly reflected over there.
Okay.
That can be an issue because without the verification code, they are not going to punch in your advice.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm not giving review also, and by the website manufacturer also says like if you are put more reviews, anybody can hire this. So don't put more reviews right now. Until
Rather
you
than
not
that,
get
you
verification.
can take a testimonial on your website. Record
Okay.
videos, you can put in testimonials. If you don't want to put in live, you can put recorded versions over there. Record
Okay,
testimonials, put it on your website or your clinic page, whatever you have. You can
Okay, okay.
put in recorded videos. It does not make that you always have to record every time.
I'm learning and being with the help of you and the inmate, not gadget friendly, but little bit improving now.
No problem, no problem. We all are learning each day. But the best way is to, for if you are not having a lot of content in that sense, in terms of
Okay.
reviews or in terms of testimonials, start recording.
Okay.
Maybe
That's
train
why
your
you
staff.
hold
Maybe
the
you can
digital
say,
marketing also.
no problem. Do that. Whosoever are your good patients, always take a feedback. Whosoever is comfortable giving a video testimonial or a video feedback, record that and put it on your website.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Make sure that video that you put up is mobile friendly. Some of the videos, obviously these days devices are all compatible with each other, but if the website is not mobile friendly, the same video will not open up in the, say, converged resolution on your cell phone or the patient's cell phone, because most of the, say, searches happen on cell phone these days. Very less people use other media other than on the phones for making their search.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So may I please add to that?
Yeah, sure.
A lot of times what happens is people who use iPhone, they cannot give you Google reviews because obviously they cannot access Google on their iPhone.
Yeah.
So in such cases, what I do is, and some people, elderly people who don't know how to give Google reviews. So in such cases, what we do is we take a video feedback from them. After the treatment, when we see that they are happy and they are still sitting in the dental chair, we give them the clinic phone in a selfie mode, but video. And we tell them how to switch it on, how to switch it off, and we tell them just talk. Share your real experience, whatever you want to say, whatever you have felt, whatever you have gone through. And we make sure that this video should not be beyond 1 minute. 1 minute is the maximum. Even if it is more than 1 minute, later on with a lot of applications, we cut it down to 1 minute. And then it is posted everywhere. As many views, you should try and emphasize on Google My Business, the Google reviews, like sir said, because with videos, what happens is until and unless you boost these videos, you pay money on Facebook and Instagram to show it to a lot of people, you will not have a lot of traffic. Second thing, even if you boost, it is only for a short term, for a short duration. And when someone is searching for your clinic on Google or anywhere, these videos will not be visible very easily.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Great. Yes, Dr. Madhavi, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, sir. So actually, I have faced the situation while doing action. I have expectation. Okay, this will take, and sometimes takes longer. And then the relative दिन कि अरे वो डॉक्टर ने निकाला तो वो तो इतने टाइम निकल गया
Sorry,
ये
Dr.
इतना क्यों
Madhavi,
लग
to
रहा है
interrupt you.
like
Actually,
this
I'm not
time
able to
reading.
listen to what you're
So
saying. Your voice is actually being, I'm not sure whether it is the problem on my end or
so
not.
Nice, sir. There's no clear word.
Okay.
I'm right now I'm audible.
Yes, yes. Right now you're correct.
Yeah, better, better.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This situation I'm facing many times. Actually, distraction when I'm doing like extraction and I'm explain the time like might that this tooth might take half an hour or something. And if it takes longer, patient's relative or patient also screaming कि वो doctor ने डाला था that so it took like minutes for him and longer. So many times I get nervous in this situation. Like how to answer it.
See, what I do in such situations is,
Hello.
hello. What I do in such situations is, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What I do in such situations, I usually, for impactions especially, I usually give double the time. If I believe that usually most of the time my estimate is correct, that I'm going to take this much time in this surgery, considering the any of the hindrances if I'm going to have. So if I'm going to 45 minutes, I already tell the patient sawa se 1.5 घंटा लगेगा already before that only, so that even if it say crosses that time limit, the patient is say really happy. Sometimes I feel that the
Yes.
appointment is going to take 40 minutes and it comes out in 10 minutes. The patient is more happy. So the only thing is you need for especially for impaction cases, you need to be very clear with the patient that this procedure is going to take time. This is not a normal tooth. The patient should be aware of it. And this should be repeated. Obviously, you're going to take the consent also. This should be repeated in presence of the family member who is going to sign the consent as well. So make sure that this thing is going to there. ये there are two ways to put it. एक time period को portray करना होता है. दूसरा what patients mentally presume it is that ये बहुत बड़ी surgery है इसलिए इसमें 1.5-2 घंटे लगने. So without the patient asking for it, you have to clear those that doubt immediately before that. ये सर्जरी नहीं है, ये टेढ़ा होता है, ये फंसा होता है, whatever reasons you have in that particular situation, you are going to give that to the patient and make them aware that these procedures do take time, and let the patient google about the information that you have done. You know it that the procedure is going to take time, so always err on the higher side in such cases, so that even if it comes before the patient where डॉक्टर ने 1 घंटा बोला था 15 मिनट में आधे घंटे में निकाल दिया. No problem in that. So try adopting this thing, but make sure that the patient understands that this is not a massive surgery. It might be surgical tooth, yes. Third molars usually involve surgery, but it is not a massive surgery because that will automatically pull off the patient. 2 घंटे की surgery करके पता नहीं क्या करेंगे मेरे साथ. So you have to make the patient clear about this aspect as well.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So one
Any
more
more queries on the
thing.
call today? Sure.
Can I take my question?
Sure.
So one more thing. So one more question.
Yes.
So doctor, yeah. Last week this one patient came to me. He was having a missing tooth and he was asking for a replacement. So I started with the implant and I explained him about implant, FPD and RPD also. So he asked me what will be the best for me. So considering his age and his paying capacity, I explained him about implant. So he was having a cunning smile on his face, like "आप तो मतलब doctor है. If you want to earn, so you will explain me about implant only. Advise me implant only, like this." So what should be my answer for this? Like,
The only answer you can say, you asked for the best, I am explaining you the best. So there is no two ways about it. Even if the patient doesn't have a smile, your
okay, sir.
opinions should remain the same. Your options should remain the same. You need to realize that.
Okay, sir.
Patients
Okay,
will have
sir. Yeah,
different opinion
thank you.
most of the times, and if they give a cunning smile, they might have been advised by someone else. That those are small pointers actually. Those actually tell you that ये कहीं से first second opinion लेके आए हैं. So I observe the patient very carefully even when I'm talking. I don't say get lost in my world when I'm speaking. My two eyes are on my patient only when I'm talking. I'm just observing the expressions, the body language of the patient. I get to know many times that what actually my importance of consultation is in patient's eyes. And most of the times I know it, of course, not always, that whether the conversion is going to happen or not. But these things actually, if you observe correctly, start observing correctly, these small little things will convey you a lot many times, that how engrossed or how interested the patient is in your conversation. And he sometimes is actually testing you out also. How confidently are you conveying it? If you are having a slurring of speech, if you are not very confident, very clear about what you're saying, नहीं ये भी कर सकते हैं, इसको ऐसे करेंगे, we are very slow in doing that. Some people have a genuine way of doing it. If I am talking, let's suppose, in an aggressive tone, if I'm while explaining the procedure, I go to a very timid and a meek approach. Comparatively, I'm just comparing the two scenarios. The patient will know he's underconfident at this thing. So either you maintain a balanced tone throughout, or you advise that yes, this is a procedure which I'm not doing, my associate is doing, my consultant is doing, my surgeon is doing, whatever. Put it very clearly to the patient, just for the reason or for the fear of losing the patient. Don't convey it in a way that you actually have to convey it underconfidently. What I mean to say. I hope I'm clear.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any more queries, or we call it a day? Okay, then meet on Friday morning. I have the session for the free groups. Of course, the links will be shared in the free. The link has already been shared in the free group. So it was scheduled to be tomorrow, but have some urgent work tomorrow. So it will be on Friday morning, and Friday evening for the mini paid group. We have the Chai Pe Charcha on finance topic. Interesting topic, kind of a continuation of the previous topic, but in a different mode, a different tone altogether. So hope to see you on Friday, at least not the 7 or 10, more of you. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. Do put in your feedback in the group, whatever you want to. Bouquets and brickbats, both welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.